You're listening to the Songs of Inspiration podcast, bringing you local interviews and performances by singer-songwriters with the goal to give space to the music community and share local artists' messages and stories with the world. I'm your host, Lars Wickland. Hey everyone, welcome back for another episode of the Songs of Inspiration podcast. I'm here today with Erin Bonnie. Thanks for being on the podcast, Erin.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
So to kick things off, can you tell us a little bit about how you got started with music?
Absolutely. So when I was growing up, my dad was in a bluegrass band.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just be at his shows all the time. So one day when I was 4, I asked my parents if I could play the fiddle because it was my favorite instrument in my dad's band. Which was a bluegrass band. They had rhythm guitar, fiddle, banjo, upright bass, and mandolin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so they said sure, and then they signed me up for classical violin lessons, and I did those until I was 18.
Very cool.
Yeah, fiddle's actually my primary instrument. I studied Suzuki method. My instructor, Suzanne Hartzell, she was amazing. She played in the Missoula Symphony, which I grew up in Montana, in the Missoula area, just outside north of Missoula, about 20 miles. So we would have to drive into town to go to lessons and stuff because they didn't have anything where I was growing up. But anyway, she was really, really great because I did all the classical repertoire, but also she had me just play fiddle tunes because she knew I liked bluegrass, and that's cool. What my dad did. So she incorporated that into my lessons, and it was really awesome.
That's cool. And when did you start playing guitar and singing?
That did not happen until college, really. And not even guitar right away. Really, I started writing on mandolin.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, because, it's just strung the same as the fiddle, so I understood the fretboard a little bit more than the guitar.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wrote on mandolin for a little while, and then I can't remember when I moved to guitar.
Interesting.
I have no idea.
Interesting.
Yeah, isn't
That's
that
cool.
crazy?
You started on mandolin though, and kind of transferred.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. But I remember my first actual song that I still play that I liked that I wrote. I just wrote the melody and the lyrics while I was working on the farm, as one does.
Yeah.
In the rural West. I just remember weeding out in the field and this big storm front rolling in, and me writing this song called "The Storm," which is all about this family that has bad luck in the storm, just follows them all around. Yeah.
That's a cool story to have, behind the song and stuff.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Nice.
And yeah, that's what I liked playing the violin and the fiddle, but it was never the thing for me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but it wasn't something I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But when I started writing songs and I realized that there could be a creative part of music where I was not just playing things that already existed, but making new things myself. Yeah. That was just like a light bulb went off. It was so inspiring. It was
very cool.
So fun. I'm just so motivated by storytelling and expressing myself, or just exploring narrative. And yeah, so it was really rewarding when I was like, oh shit, I can write a song. That's something people do. Oh yeah, all these songs I play, somebody wrote them. I could do that too.
That's so cool. Yeah, it is a light bulb moment that happens when you kind of realize you can get into that creative mindset and stuff and explore that. What were your early influences as far as artists go and stuff?
Yes. So as I mentioned, bluegrass background with my dad. So Number one influence, probably, and I don't talk about this a lot, I don't know why, but the Del McCoury Band.
Oh, cool.
Yes. Their album, I think in 1991, in the early 90s. Let's give myself a window. Early 90s. Their early 90s record, Cold Hard Facts. I still know all the lyrics to all the songs. Like, verbatim. That record is like cemented in my core. It's just so good.
Yeah.
And if I go back and I listen to it, that one in particular is very, very story driven. Like each song has a different character, whether it's this logging man who's just like working in the woods, and the song is all about I'm a chainsaw, log spin, tree climbing, limb dodging, truck driving, rough logging man, you know, like there's the logging man, there's the the jilted wife who discovered her husband was cheating, and there's the whole central metaphor about there's a snake in the house, get him out, you know, and like so there's story, there's figurative expression, there's just like awesome melodies and really driving rhythms. And I think that's something you can find in my music to this day.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And, you know, Del doesn't really write. He cuts songs.
Yeah.
And so, like, full life moment for me was when I went to Berklee College of Music. I met then professor, now colleague, Mark Simos, who actually had written many songs for Del McCoury.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I was like, I found my place in the world.
Very cool.
I have yet to make that connection happen where I'm like, Mark, maybe you could hook me. Maybe you could pitch my song to Del. I don't know. Just maybe.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's my core. And then also I have this sort of like really solid group of female artists that really, really inspire me and really, really shape who I am as a writer. Those are Gillian Welsh, first and foremost.
Love Gillian Welsh.
She's the most amazing lyricist. I don't even know how she comes up with these. They're so beautiful.
Yeah.
And intentional. And she never, ever uses an extra syllable.
Yeah,
if she doesn't need to.
I love that song, Everything is Free Now.
Everything is free.
Great song.
They figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that song is sad.
Sad song.
That song really makes me cry.
Yeah.
She's real good at the sad songs, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a real part of my core. And I try to, I really admire her for her performance as well. Like, she's as strong of a performer as she is a songwriter. Like, her energy on the stage and the connection that she makes with people in the audience is just, it defies description. It's like you just have to experience it. It's so cool. She just sucks you into her world.
That's so cool.
It's really wonderful. So she's a huge influence. I grew up listening to a lot of Nancy Griffith. Flyer, and I think it's Blue Roses from the Moon. Those two, a lot of Stacey Earle, who I love because she's just so quirky and her melodies are so cool. And like Lori Lewis was a big influence. Claire Lynch. Claire Lynch is amazing. I worship her. She's fantastic. And then, of course, some of the heavy hitters like Dolly Parton and Bonnie Raitt.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I'd say those are my influences.
Very cool.
Yeah.
As far as mentors, as you kind of got started with songwriting, did you have any mentors? I know you mentioned your dad and stuff, but anyone else?
Yes. Let me take a sip of my coffee while I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, my dad was more of just a musical facilitator. He's not necessarily a songwriter, although I think he could if he actually sit down and tried it. Dad, maybe you should try it. But when I went to Berklee College of Music. After I had already gone to college in Montana. I got a degree in forestry. resource conservation from the School of Forestry,
cool.
a minor in wilderness studies, which is when I was really starting to write songs and forming a band and gigging all the time. And so it was after that degree I realized I maybe should go to music school. So I went back for round 2 at Berklee College of Music, which had a songwriting program. And Mark Simos has been a really amazing mentor for me, along with Pat Pattison, who basically I wouldn't be here without him.
Mm-hmm.
He just has been my champion and gotten my foot in the door to so many places. I teach at Berklee now in the songwriting department, and he's really facilitated that. And
that's so cool.
Helped me get that job, and has just supported me every step of the way. So I'm really, really grateful for his mentorship. And then a couple others. One more, Sarah Brindell. Cool. She's in the Boston area.
Yeah.
She was my songwriting 1 teacher, and since I've started working at Berklee and reconnected with her, I really just appreciate her very much, especially her the way she brings creativity into the classroom, and just kind of like improvisation and fun, and really just like connecting with that creative muse.
Yeah.
Which I think is really easy to lose track of when you're in a really high intensity music school.
Yeah,
it's very, very theory driven.
Yeah.
You know, it's like concept heavy.
Definitely.
So yeah, her creative exercises and the way they felt so fluid and natural, but also helped me grow. They're really inspiring.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Pat Pattison, I've definitely read some of his books and stuff, and he's got some really good good methods for songwriting and just kind of creating songs and stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
What would you say are like 3 elements of a good song that you would like look for or describe?
Oh. Well, I'm a lyric girl for sure. Yeah. So, and what I really love is that I have multiple oh my goodness moments along the song's journey, each one having a bigger impact.
Oh, that's cool.
So that like by the time you get to the end, you're just like, what just happened? Amazing.
Very cool.
In classes we talk a lot about our titles and our hooks and our themes and our ideas gaining weight as the song progresses, and angling into your main idea a little differently each time so that it grows and grows and grows and gets recolored and has this bigger impact. And I just love it when that happens.
That's cool.
In a song. So yeah, I guess I really, really enjoy narrative development and pushing your idea further and further so that you really grow the urgency and develop a really important and big and impactful and emotional why.
Yeah.
By the end of it, in a way that, maybe I'm not thinking about the why of the song cerebrally after I've heard it, but I feel it deeply.
Yeah,
it just like resonates.
Yeah.
And that's what I love that about songs, is just like how deeply I feel them in the body.
Yeah. Same here. It's when you have a song that really resonates in that way, it like just hits your heart.
It just hits. Yeah, it is so good.
Yeah.
I love that feeling so much. So that, I guess that would be aspect number 1. Aspect number 2, melody.
Yeah.
Like you will capture me with a good hook.
Yeah.
I love a good hook. And I really like melodies that don't follow the chord progression. And that move at a different rhythmic capacity than the chord progression does, so that there's a level of counterpoint happening in the song. Because like the more complex things are happening simultaneously, the more my brain just get itched in the right way.
Yeah.
I love it. I love complicated interlocking things that maybe shouldn't work but do.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then I think the third thing would be groove. I like, if you're not playing in the pocket, why are you playing?
Yep.
You know, like, oh, I just want to feel a pocket.
Yeah.
So hard. Or be going so aggressively on top of the beat that I don't need a pocket because we're just chugging along so good, you know? So either like deep pocket groove or something that's really just like pushing at the top of the beat really, really nicely. But regardless of how it feels, just like locked in.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any like creative routines that you do for your own songwriting that kind of keep you in the flow?
That's a great question. One thing that I did this year that I had never done before that actually was so fulfilling and just like self-sustaining in terms of creative output was I did a song a day challenge in January.
Oh, cool.
So I wrote 31 songs in 31 days.
Wow.
Yeah. And when I started, I was like, I don't know if I'm even going to get through like 3 days.
Yeah.
And every day I would just surprise myself a little bit more. And I think there was something really, really, what's the word? It was like a release.
Yeah.
With every song. Yeah. Because if you put yourself on a deadline to write a song a day, you still have to do all the other shit you gotta get done.
Yeah.
You know, which for me is, you know, taking care of my kid and being a good wife.
Yeah.
And, you know, spouse and being a family member, taking care of my diabetes, and working, you know. So lots of stuff, and being a musician just in general. Lots of stuff. So you gotta fit it in, you know. So, you know, maybe you have like 1 hour, sometimes 20 minutes, if you're lucky 3, in that day to get the song done.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not gonna if you let your inner editor into that space.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to get it done.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of forced to let it go.
Yeah.
If you're really dedicated to like delivering the song a day. And that was awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I did a songwriting retreat over the summer, and it was a similar thing where, like, this guy Avi Soloway, he's in a band called Billy Wilder. He was leading it, and he was like, "All right, first thought, best thought, go write a song, and just like come back, and we're all gonna play them." And it was really hard, but it was also cool because it got you kind of stream of consciousness, like it got that flowing, and some cool stuff came out of it. It was cool to see what the group came back with and stuff. So. Very cool. Yeah, 31 days of that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you get any songs that are going to be on your new record or anything from it?
Yeah, quite a few, that's actually, cool. Which I'm really excited about.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you like have a process for like once you've written something, like a revision process or anything, like to kind of flesh it out further or anything like that?
Oh yeah, well I'm always fine tuning. Some common things that I look for are word substitutions, like if I can amplify my language at all.
Yeah.
You know, whether that's like busting out a thesaurus for a different word that says it better than I said it innately.
Yeah.
Can I be more specific? I really like to examine the specificity of my word choice. So I'll scan for that and see if I can push it anywhere. The other place I look is my rhymes, because sometimes, especially in my first draft, I'll write a rhyme that I know is not the one I want, but it's the one I need in order to write the next line.
Yeah.
And so typically I'm doing some sort of rhyme scan to find the right one.
Yeah.
So that I'm not ending up with songs that rhyme for the sake of rhyme, but rhyme because they need to and they want to, and it's the best sound for the song and the best meaning for the song in that moment.
Very cool.
So yeah, rhyme scan analysis, and then also I go back and I push my melodies a lot, because I feel like one of my tendencies is to repeat the same pitch too many times.
Yeah.
And so I kind of listen for that, and I want to make sure that number one, I'm not just hitting the same note over and over again, because that gets really boring.
Yeah.
I mean, I bore myself with that. I don't want to bore anybody else with it either.
Yeah.
So I look for that, and then I look for like contrast between my sections and make sure they're like standing out from each other. You know, my chorus sounds different than my verse, or if I'm writing an AABA, which I write a lot of AABA, AAA. I've learned those are actually my go-to forms when I'm on a time crunch, which is interesting. That was a really interesting thing I learned this January. Yeah. I love a good AAA with a refrain. Yeah, but if I'm writing with a refrain form where my hook is in my verse, am I writing a melody that makes that particular line stand out as the most important?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then just making sure that my note choices are working with my chords to create the right emotional response.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I guess those are my primary revisions.
Cool.
Yep. And then I would say my next step would be then figuring out like, okay, here's the foundation of the song. Now, what does it feel like the arrangement wants to be?
Yeah.
Bring it into my set.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So do you do any like rough recordings and stuff of it at
always.
that point?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's like the writing voice memo, and then there's the like okay, I finished the write voice memo, and then there's like the rough demo work tape in the DAW.
Yeah.
So there's like 3 versions of just shit audio on any number of my devices, if not all of them, because the cloud is everywhere, you know. So
very cool.
Yeah. I mean, some of the work tapes are better if I'm top lining something, which is also a process I've started to incorporate into my writing over the last 2 years.
That's cool.
Because I've learned how to produce, so I'm just more comfortable in a DAW.
Yeah.
And so I way more easily can just, you know, if I want to really focus on lyric and melody, I'll just go to Splice and I'll pull like a bass line and a drum groove. And
that's cool.
Maybe a guitar part, and just top line that.
Nice.
And then I'm already in the DAW, so I already have my vocal chain patched in, you know. Those work tapes sound better.
Nice. What are your thoughts on AI with music?
Oh,
as like a songwriting
why'd you bring that up, Lars? It's so complicated.
I know it is.
I don't know. I try not to I try not to be, what's the word I'm looking for? When you're so negative all the time, you know, like there's a specific phrase. It's not like Debbie Downer. It's more like a doomsday person. Anyway, I'll probably think of it after we record this. I'll go back and verbally use my thesaurus and integrate it into my vocabulary. Yeah, number one, I don't like it. Just like inherently the way that I live and the things that I like about music are absent from AI.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's really important to not let my distaste or my fear override my ability to interact with it.
Yeah.
And so I am trying to build a healthy relationship with AI.
Yeah.
Understanding, too, that it is so bad for the environment.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, anyway, ChatGPT is really terrible at lyric writing.
Yeah.
But it can be really cool as a collaborator and a co-writer if you're stuck on an idea and you're not sure where to take it.
Interesting.
And, you know, you can turn ChatGPT into your thesaurus in your rhyme searcher. It's not great at different rhyme types, or at least it wasn't the last time I really engaged with it. Was maybe like 6 months ago. And, you know, like they improve so fast. that they're probably much better than the last time I really did a deep dive there.
Yeah.
But and then there's all these, are you familiar with Suno?
Yeah, I've been playing around with that a little bit.
Yeah, Suno's crazy. It'll put out a really banging track in like 90 seconds.
It's impressive what it can do. The lyrics are definitely a little hollow though. In some cases,
I don't like any of the lyric writing. But like if you don't have a ton of skill when it comes to like making the music part happen, but you have a great mind for lyric craft.
Yeah.
You can get a really good demo done like instantaneously.
It's pretty insane.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And actually, one of my colleagues sent out an article about there was a bidding war recently for an AI artist, and she specifically writes lyrics and puts them into Suno.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and multi-million-dollar deals.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Bidding war.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting where it'll go in the future and stuff and how it can change the industry. But I think the human element is always like that's the core of songs in general. So I think
Yeah. What's always really aside from the creative part of it, where I get to like write and express myself, the other part that has always brought me back day after day after day to music is the community aspect.
Absolutely.
And the way that you just get to meet and be with people.
Yeah.
And in a lot of cases too, engage in creative collaboration.
Yeah.
Like I love going into a studio with musicians who are interpreting my song.
Yeah.
And doing stuff that I wouldn't think to do.
Yeah.
And seeing them excited about it too, and like connecting with it. And I just think music is such a great way to make personal connection.
Yeah.
And I think it's really rewarding in that way. And
absolutely.
I think it's really special. You really can't get that in other activities.
You really
can't. In my opinion.
Yeah. And it's also like going in and putting like your own personal stamp on a track, like recording with a band in the studio too is like much different than getting a session from Suno and editing it and stuff. So it's like much more human, much more just work goes into it. And I think like people connect with that kind of art more too and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the streams also paint a picture of people do like the AI stuff, but I don't know. I wonder what the use cases are, I really love this when I'm not paying attention to it.
Yeah.
And I think there's a difference between active listening and passive listening.
Definitely.
And the way that the music makes you feel in either of those spaces. I think both applications are really important. Like, I love the music I put on for passive listening.
Yeah.
When it's more about, like, I need something on just to find my focus to do this other task.
Yeah.
That needs my awareness.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think it's cool that creators and like content creators can use it to make music to support themselves.
Yeah.
Without having to, pay licensing fees and I think there's something really cool about that. So I don't know. It's complicated.
Definitely.
If I could just live in a cabin and grow all my food and have people near me that played the banjo and the mandolin, and I didn't need any computers or AIs or phones, that would actually just be great. I'm really feeling a need to just like retreat.
I feel like everyone has been lately with just the way things are these days. Yeah.
Let me go. Like, even just driving here, I got so frustrated because I drove my husband's car because he had to go pick up our son from grandma and grandpa's house, and I was gonna be here, and like the car seat's in my car, and he has this sporty little car that he loves and I hate, but I had to drive it here today, and like I couldn't get my phone to like play my audio book, and I was just like just like so ragey over something so stupid. Just take me away. Let me go back to Montana. I just want to walk out my door and up a mountain. Be surrounded by nothing except for the pine trees and the open sky and the mountain bluebirds and maybe an elk or two. I don't know. I wouldn't mind a wildlife sighting. And then home to a nice venison steak.
Good setting for songwriting,
carrots
too.
From the garden, yeah.
Very cool.
Man.
Awesome. You have a new record in the works. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Yes, so I'm in the middle of recording and fundraising for my next album, which is called Americana Hussy.
Nice.
Yes, so Americana Hussy is a 30-song, 6-act compendium.
Wow.
Yes, of 6 different subgenres that contribute to my personal Americana sound.
Wow.
And I'm really, really excited about it. And it's called Americana Hussy specifically for 2 reasons. Number 1, I'm just a hussy for Americana music. You know, like I love it all. It's the good shit. So just give it to me. I want it. I want the old time. I want the bluegrass. I want the folk. I want the country. I want the blues. I want the rock. Like I want it all.
Nice.
I'm just a hussy for that. And then the other reason is more just about the female experience in the music industry, and just I don't know, people make a lot of assumptions about who I am and what I stand for and what my intentions are when I walk into a room or onto a stage. And a lot of them are not true. And I've just had some really like hurtful experiences. And so it's about reclaiming me.
Yeah.
And what I do and why I do it, and not diminishing myself in because of these things, but actually getting louder, taking up more space, you know, and standing stronger in what it is that I want to do with my art and who I am. Very cool. Rather than letting it make me smaller. You know, or quieter. Because I'm not going to go down without a real loud fight. So, Americana Hussy. It's, so 6 acts, right? 5 songs each for the 30 songs. Cool. Did you know I had to cull songs for this project?
Wow.
I probably could have recorded 60, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm not always the best at recording when I write, but I just write. Wow. So I have a lot of material, but I'm really excited about the ones I chose because I think it's going to take the listener on a really cool journey that's really representative of me growing up and owning my feminine strength and power. And so it starts kind of in my core where I grew up in the old time and the bluegrass circle. So it's going to kick off with Old Timey Harlot and Bluegrass Tramp. Both new and old material. So like full journey there, even
that's
just
cool.
like 5 song to 5 song. And then and that's more of the like naive, sweet, not a lot of life experience yet. And then it moves into classic country cunt and blues rock bitch, which are more about the like the takedowns and the judgment and the assumptions and reflecting that back in responses, and also getting louder and a little more electric along the way. You know, like classic country and blues rock, they're going to be acoustic electric. Old timey bluegrass, just fully acoustic.
Yeah.
You know, and then the last two are Pop Country Slut and Fuck Girl Folk, and like the pop country one is just gonna be super modern.
Nice.
You know, super slick, heavy focus on melody writing and production, and just like big sounds and big stereo audio. And then Fuck Girl Folk is kind of the like the highest pedestal I could achieve. You know, it's just like going through all of this, and it's like softer, but a quiet kind of strength.
Yeah.
You know, so it goes like more and more electric, more and more digital, more and more modern, and then it's like the most hybrid at the end.
Interesting.
So we get this. My hope is that we get this really big dynamic contour with a nice resolution.
Oh, that's interesting.
Representing that sort of naive to the experience to the acceptance, right? And
that's so cool.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about it, and I'm currently fundraising for it. So if anybody's interested in supporting this project and you like what you're hearing, you can visit my Indiegogo campaign.
Nice.
Yeah, Erin Bonnie Music, Americana Hussy. I have links all over my social media, which you can find me anywhere and everywhere at Erin Bonnie Music. And I have a lot of fun perks with my fundraising campaign as well, including this lovely blue velvet trucker hat with my Americana Hussy logo.
Nice.
I did a lyric tee going to the wolves.
Very cool.
It's got some lyrics on the back. I'm very excited about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, and then lots of other fun stuff along the way. So.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm really stoked, and I'm working with Sean McLaughlin at 37 Foot Productions.
Oh, nice! I know Sean.
He's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Sean was my teacher back in college.
Oh, awesome!
Nice dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super nice, and you know, actually, the recording process itself is representative too of this sort of growth curve, because Old Timey is gonna be in mono.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he rented a bunch of these old vintage microphones.
Oh, cool.
To record into, so it sounds. And I just got the mixes back on Old Time, and I got the mixes on Bluegrass. And Bluegrass we're doing stereo, but really like nothing is hard panned. I would say nothing's gonna go past like here.
Wow.
So it just feels like we have a band around like a single microphone.
That's cool.
And so I imagine too, listening from like start to finish, the soundscape is just gonna.
That's cool.
Go like this, and I'm so excited for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's like a song universe or something
Yeah.
like a multiverse of songs.
Yes.
Very
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So
I love it.
They'll all be recorded in 2025, but I think sonically it will feel like maybe we're starting somewhere in the 30s and ending up modern day.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool sonic journey too.
Yeah.
Nice.
So a lot of levels to this.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely we'll check out your Indiegogo campaign and stuff. And can you tell us about a song you've written that has a story behind it that you'd want to share?
Sure. Which one? Lars. Which one did I tell you? Can I tell you about a couple?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so the one I've been playing a lot, that I've been bringing into, like interviews or writers' rounds, is one of those songs I wrote during my Song a Day challenge. And it was inspired by my mother-in-law, actually, because I learned a fun fact about her that it was completely unexpected. But so she grew up on a farm in upstate New York when she was a kid. And I learned that on the farm, her dad taught her to shoot skeet. Do you know what skeet shooting is?
Yeah, shooting the plates.
The clay pigeons.
Yeah.
They're called pigeons, but they're like little clay discs.
Yeah.
For those of you out there who might not know, you just like fling the clay pigeon into the air and you have to shoot it out of the air with a shotgun. And so apparently she's a wicked good skeet shooter.
That's cool.
And I would not have, what I know of Debbie, who is a very lovely woman, but she's very much like this cozy matriarch, you know, who loves her Hallmark movies and like bubbling on her tablet and like playing Scrabble. Like I had a really hard time imagining her with a shotgun. So when I learned this, I was like, okay, well, I have to write a song called Debbie Shoots Skeet because it's such a fun fact. And then also, those three words together sound so good. Debbie Shoots Skeet, you know? Like, it's really fun. It rolls off the tongue. And it's a really banging bluegrass song, which is centered around a really strong female character who, like, grows up and becomes this really awesome skeet shooter.
Very cool.
Yeah, I did, you know, take liberties with the story, and I maybe made her the talk of the town when, you know, she was good, but maybe not that. I don't know, you know. The Debbie of the story, I've definitely hyperbolized.
Nice.
I think I said she could do it with her eyes closed.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's a song with a story. One that I'm really excited about that's on my blues rock. The blues rock portion is called You're Always Welcome in My House. And I wrote it after Trump was inaugurated in January. And I just felt like I had to write something that day that was 100% true.
Yeah.
And was also not a song of anger or like resentment or fear mongering, but like one that was a song of hope.
Yeah.
And welcoming for anyone who was feeling attacked or fearful, you know, and there are so many communities out there right now who are feeling attacked and fearful, whether it's the trans community or the queer community or the immigrant community, or just basically the non-white fundamentalist Christian community. So I wrote this song about, you know, I see you standing out there in the pouring rain, a strong wind's blowing, it gets bigger every day. I know your boots are muddy, but you can track a little mud in, honey. Or I know your boots are muddy, you can track a little dirt in, honey. I won't turn you out. You're always welcome in my house.
Very cool.
And I want that to be my anthem for these times.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that song means a lot to me.
Very cool.
And I'm excited to record that one.
Nice. I remember that from the Revival series, too. Yeah.
I'm going to have organ.
Nice.
You know, like 2 electric guitars, live drums.
Very cool.
It's gonna be banging.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's always cool to see stuff come to life, like when you've just been playing an acoustic for so long. Like
I know it's gonna have that like classic Southern country rockness to it, just like anthemic. Like
that's awesome.
Big guitar riffs and powerful vocals and just like
hell yeah.
Because that's what I want. I want people to feel that when they hear it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's one piece of advice you'd give to singer-songwriters just starting out?
Okay, so this is basically paraphrasing Ira Glass, but I think it's just the most important thing that could be said. And so he has this really famous quote about creativity.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about how at first when you're starting down your journey of making, you know, for him it was journalism. For us it's songs, but when you first start out and you're making creative things, you know that the things that you're making don't live up to your aspirations.
Yeah.
You know, they're like not quite as good as the things you enjoy. Because what gets you into the act is the fact that you have really good taste.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like you have really good taste in music and you want to make the music that you love so much, and you can tell when you do it that it's not living up to your aspirations.
Yeah.
And that's what he talks about a lot. And so he says that all people who do creative work struggle with that.
Yeah.
And it takes years to get through that part of the craft in order to make up that gap between what it is you're doing and what it is that you aspire
to so do. True, yeah.
And that really, really resonated with me. And I think it's so important to keep in mind, because you have to do a large body of work in order to inevitably be making the work that you're proud of.
Yeah.
And what I think is really powerful about that is that there's so much freedom and release and understanding that you don't have to be that good.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
And I've sort of taken that quote and framed it in my own way in saying all work is good work.
Yeah.
Even if empirically it's bad.
Yeah, that's so true.
Because it gets you to the next, in this case, song.
This was a really cool interview, and that was really great advice. And I just want to thank you for being on the podcast today. And I'm really excited to hear some of your songs. So let's dive into the performance.
Okay, awesome. All right, so earlier you had asked about a song with a story. I gave a couple, but I figure I'll play one of them. This one is called Debbie Shoots Skeet, and it's a little bit of my bluegrass sound, and goes like this. Bang, bang, Debbie shoots skeet. Bang, bang, Debbie shoots skeet. Bang, bang, Debbie shoots skeet. Debbie shoots skeet on the family farm. Well, way back in the 80s, when Debbie was really young, her daddy taught her how to shoot his lever action Remington. Shells ain't went a-flying, her daddy was so proud. Not a single disc of pigeon clay ever made it to the ground. Well, Debbie was enraptured. She loved that kickback charm. She proudly donned black and blue, wearing bruises on her arms. Well, farm life ain't for featherweights, afraid of a heavy lift. Debbie worked from dawn till dusk, shooting them clay discs. Bang, bang, Debbie shoots skeet. Bang, bang, Debbie shoots skeet. Bang, bang, Debbie shoots skeet. Debbie shoots skeet on the family farm. Well, word went through the rumor mill that down on the Taylor farm was a girl with a knack for the old slap back, damn good with a firearm. You could shoot it with her eyes closed, upside down around the back. Debbie never missed, oh, she was sharp, but she was fast. Bang, bang, Debbie shoots skeet. Bang, bang, Debbie shoots skeet. Bang, bang, Debbie shoots skeet. Debbie shoots skeet on the family farm. Well, if you ever find Aunt Debbie out there sitting on the porch, drinking from her Pepsi can and looking kind of bored, don't let that image fool you. She's sharp as a butcher's blade. She's sure to outshoot anyone, anytime, on any day. Bang, bang, Debbie shoots skeet. Bang, bang, Debbie shoots skeet. Bang, bang, Debbie shoots skeet. Debbie shoots skeet on the family farm. Yeah, Debbie shoots skeet on the family farm. Yeah, she does. Hell yeah. I'm going to do a song that's going to be on the blues rock portion of my Americana Hussy album. And this is a song that's really, really important to me because I have a son and he just started school, and the number one cause of death of children in the United States right now is death by gunshot. And so this is a song for him. It's a song for me, and it's very let's pass some common sense gun safety laws, because we're sacrificing our children on the altar of the Second Amendment. Protect the children, that's what she said. Then you loaded up your guns and put more bullets in their heads. Bodies piled, your money stacked in neat, and it's stained in bloody footprints made by tiny when you go to sleep tonight, you better start to think about who might put you in their sights. And when you wake in a cold sweat, just can't seem to catch your breath, you can wrestle with the blood that's in your bed. A day will come in this unholy hell when you look at your reflection and see only empty shells, tattered supplications lying riddled on the floor, 'cause your words they came against you and came knocking at your door. Yeah, you can bow your head and pray, but know your God will turn you away. And when you wake in a cold sweat, 'cause there's a target on your head, you can wrestle with the blood that's in your bed. Ain't that barrel deep and wide? When you're looking from the other side, you see the shame of dying young, is thinking on what you could have become, always haunted by the things that might have been. So when you wake in a cold sweat and start to shiver at the hand of death, you can wrestle with the blood that's in your bed. Oh, you're gonna have to wrestle with the blood that's in your bed. That's that one. All right. I'm gonna get my capo out for this next one. And my name is Erin Bonnie, and I am the Americana Hussy, but I'm also Montana made and Boston found. And so I really like to bring a little bit of Montana to every one of my sets in the way that really only a Montanan who has moved to New England can do. This song is all about really wanting to go back home just so I could drive there and not here. Because driving in New England, especially Boston, is just crazy. It's a crazy experience. And so this is my perspective and a little bit of home for me. This is called Montana Roads. Learn how to drive on a 2-lane highway that cut right through the center of town. Ain't got no time for them 6-lane byways that twist me up and turn me around. No better way to lose my mind than to keep on going straight, to take a left to be right. Better back it on up and hit the gas because I'm ready to go. Montana roads, the mountain highs to the valley lows. Montana roads, the gravel ruts might as well be gold. Montana roads, let's go ride the Montana roads. Up a dong, up them headlights on, an engine kicking up in the dark. Grab the wheel, feel the rumble and squeal of the tires turning rubber sparks. No better way to ease my mind than to shift it into gear and hit the 4-wheel drive. Better back it on up and hit the gas because I'm ready to go. Montana roads, the mountain highs to the valley lows. Montana roads, the gravel ruts might as well be gold. Montana roads, let's go ride the Montana roads. my blood. I'm revving up and ready to play. No city lights, there ain't no stop and go signs, and I could drive up in the mountains for days. No better way to get real high than to sit up in your pickup truck and let it ride. You better back, get on up and hit the gas because I'm ready to go. Montana roads, the mountain heights to the valley lows. Montana roads, the gravel ruts, might as well be gold. Montana roads, let's go ride the Montana roads. Montana roads, Montana roads, Montana roads, let's go ride the Montana roads. Ride the Montana roads. Ride the Montana roads. Take me back. Put me in a pickup. All right, well, thanks so much for having me. This was a blast. My name is Erin Bonnie. You're Americana Hussy, Montana made, Boston found. Check me out at erinbonniemusic.com. And if you like what you're hearing and you want to help me put these songs on a record, please visit my Indiegogo campaign and make your contribution today.